We look at every flight. I mean, I know people think, oh, they're not watching My Connection. Nobody's checking My Connection, but we are. We are literally going through every flight and checking every connection, every city. And we want everybody to make it.
The controllers here liken their job to a complex game of three-dimensional Tetris, with thousands of passengers and planes in the balance. The amount of information at their fingertips is fascinating.
Now, I can tell you all sorts of interesting things about this particular flight. There are 44 passengers in first, 228 passengers in economy. That's a load factor of 96%. But the interesting number from the business point of view is what?
$264,388 revenue on that segment.
$250,000 on one flight alone.
Cancelling is very much a last resort, something the Vice President of Operations is at pains to explain.
When you have an irregular operation, the natural tendency is you have longer lines. So this summer we're rolling out kiosks where people can go to, if there's a line, to swipe their boarding pass and be reaccommodated immediately. That whole uncertainty is what causes a lot of stress in the customer and gets the feeling that no one knows what they're doing, and there's certain events that are out of our control.
Protecting the operations centre is paramount. Without it, Continental Airlines will start to shut down within 15 minutes. To cover any possible contingency, such as a hurricane in Houston bringing the airline to its knees, there's a copy of this floor at a secret location 60 miles away.
We've got 275 workstations in here. As you can see, they are on 24 hours a day, so that all of our employees have to do is come in, log in, and can resume the operation for Continental on a moment's notice.
The fascinating bit is outside. 50 feet below these Japanese pagodas, they're actually gun turrets, would you believe? This was built as a private Cold War bunker by Madame Chiang Kai-shek's nephew in the 80s. The underground blast shelter stood empty following the collapse of the oil company.
This gives you a sense of what the bunker's like in an unimproved state. And in its original design, this was actually living quarters.
40,000 square feet over 2 floors.
This facility was originally designed to support up to 700 people for 60 to 90 days.
Now it's the indestructible home of Continental's Plan B.
So we've got all the computing power here necessary to run that facility that you saw up in the building.
Although there are no plans to use the prison cells and the derelict operating theatre. In 4 years of doing business, Traveller, I can honestly say I've never seen anything like it. One man's folly now being used to keep an airline flying. I hope we've managed to give you an idea of how far the airlines will go to help get you to your destination on time. Things will always go wrong, but at least you now know, yes, the airline does care. When we come back,
The center of power in the most powerful city in the world.
the Watergate.
The Watergate.
It's off to Washington again for an insider's look at the Capitol.